You ever get tired of trying to hold it all together? Like, really tired. You're doing your best, keeping things running, showing up for everyone, and still lying awake at night wondering if you're falling behind. You tell yourself, this time I'll get it right. But before you know it, life gets messy again. And suddenly you're back in that same place, frustrated, overwhelmed, wondering what in the world is wrong with you. Ladies, I've been there too. But I've started to realize maybe nothing's wrong with us at all. Maybe we've just been chasing a version of enough that God never actually asked for. Hey, beautiful friend. Welcome to Fearless and Worthy Woman, Walking Boldly in Your Calling. I'm your host, Alexandria Daugherty, and this is where faith meets real life. Around here, we believe in who God says we are, obey His calling, lead with confidence, and do the work faithfully, because you were never meant to play small with the gifts He's given you. Before we dive in, make sure you grab your free permission to pause lock screens down in the description. We are in the Believe series this week, and today we're getting real about perfection, the way it sneaks into your thoughts, your schedule, and even your faith. This one's for the woman who's tired of striving but doesn't know how to stop. So, grab your coffee and let's dive in. I don't know about you, but I used to think peace came after I got everything right. If I could just stay consistent enough, keep my house in order, stay on top of work, respond to everyone, keep my emotions in check, then maybe, just maybe, I would finally feel settled. But big shocker here, right? It never came. Because every time I reached one goal, there was another one waiting. And even when things looked good on paper, I still felt so behind. I used to call it motivation, but in reality, it was fear. Fear that if I slowed down, everything would fall apart. Fear that if I didn't give 110%, people would finally see I wasn't as capable as they thought. Fear that God might regret giving me a purpose if I couldn't keep it together. And honestly, that kind of pressure, it doesn't just live in your head, it lives throughout your entire body. You wake up already braced for failure. You feel guilty for resting. You start confusing peace with productivity. Like you're not doing something, or if you're not doing something, rather, you are wasting your time. However, that is not faith. That's just living in survival mode. And survival is not where God wants you to stay. There's this verse that is so simple, but it's kind of like a gut punch. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God. That word still is not about standing frozen, all right? But rather about letting go. I think of it as God saying, you don't have to keep proving that you're okay. I'm already holding what you can't. I used to really think of that verse like this invitation to pause. However, now I look at it as more of a rescue. It's the moment where God says, stop running in circles and come sit with me. You don't have to fix yourself to be loved here. Here is something that I have learned from both coaching and also from my own journey and my own healing. Perfectionism is rarely about standards. It's more often about safety. It's your brain trying to protect you from shame. If you grew up feeling like mistakes were the same as disappointment, like if you made a mistake, it was going to disappoint those around you, your nervous system learned that approval is equivalent to safety. So now, even as an adult, the second you mess up, your body reacts like you're in danger. Heart racing, shoulders tense, thoughts spinning. Does any of that sound familiar? And it's not because you were broken. I want you to hear this. Instead, it's because somewhere along the way, your brain made this deal of, if I can just get it right, I won't get hurt. But here's the thing, that deal came at a cost, didn't it? Because when you're always chasing perfect, when do you get to slow down and rest? The amazing thing is, the same brain that learned that fear can also learn peace. Every time you let yourself be seen in your imperfection and you don't hide or over apologize, you teach your nervous system that you're in fact still safe. Every time you mess up and respond with grace instead of shame, you are rewriting what your body believes about failure. And that right there is the beautiful, slow, quiet work of healing. Not trying harder, but instead learning to feel safe in your own humanity. That brings us to our faith step of the day. I want you to think about one area of your life where you have been waiting for perfect or striving for perfection. The conversations maybe that you've been avoiding because you don't have the right words. Or maybe it's that project you keep saying you'll start when it feels easier. Maybe it's the boundary you know God has been nudging you to set. I invite you to take one small, imperfect step toward it today. And ladies, it's not to check a box, but it is to remind your soul that you don't have to have permission to begin, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And when that fear creeps in, I encourage you to pray, either out loud or in your head. God, help me to stop treating progress like failure. Help me see that you are in every small, messy step. I hope today's episode reminded you that faith was never meant to sit still. Keep showing up, keep taking the small steps, and keep trusting that God meets you in motion. If this spoke to your heart, share it with a friend who needs it, and make sure to hit subscribe so you never miss your faith step of the day. Before you go, make sure you grab your free Truth Exchange worksheet. You will find the link in the description. Until next time, remember, you are worthy, you are loved, and you are called, empowering you always.